So I know I already made a video pointing and laughing at FIFA about how bad the game really is, but I decided to just turn that into a spit roast. I'm just going to come at them from every angle, and I'm going to start this video off by reading a comment from DengDao1234, which reads, EA never disappoints when it comes to disappointing us. So I don't know about you guys, but that poem literally speaks to my soul. I hope when this guy inevitably perishes a noble death, he'll be sent up into the pantheon. He'll be put up with the names of the likes of Emily Dickinson, Robert Frost, and Edgar Allan Poe, just the greatest poets to hold a pen and paper, but in his case, a keyboard and a monitor. So as the great poet tried to warn us, EA did disappoint. In fact, they gave us the whole main course. They gave us potatoes and steak, cooked medium, fuck you, give us your money. Because they have dropped absolutely nothing. At this point in the year, we would have some form of news, more than just a reveal trailer. We'd have maybe some new features that might be coming, maybe a look into Ultimate Team, or maybe some things that they're going to be adding to career mode, something. Because the game is going to be out, what are we, in July, maybe 2 months, probably less than 2 months. And they've given us nothing, so already they're late on that. But the reveal trailer that they released didn't even show anything. In fact, it kind of showed you zooming into the dressing room or something like that, which again is just a bunch of nothing. If anything, I wouldn't be surprised if they go, okay, new feature. Here's a 10-second animation, and it's like, thanks, EA. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if you actually can control your dressing room in like Ultimate Team, for example. But I wouldn't be surprised if it's paywalled, if you have to pay like 10 squids to fucking go into your dressing room and be able to actually move stuff around, because you know what EA do, they just open your credit card's mouth and just start deep throating it, because they don't care about you, they care about your money. But what I'm really here to talk about is their Ultimate Edition cover. So they released an Ultimate Edition cover, so if you buy the game, you'll have this cover for the Ultimate Edition, which you have to pay like 80 quid for. And let me tell you something, that Ultimate Edition cover is ultimate. An ultimate pile of fucking dog shit, because the one thing that EA has been known for, the one consistently good thing that they've been known for, and I know those two words, consistently and good, don't correspond to EA, but they have actually been really good at player faces. They've always been ahead of the game in front of PES and whatever other games there are for FIFA or football. They've always had really good player faces, and every year they've kind of added a few new ones, kind of gotten better at it, made it look a bit more realistic. The one thing they had going for them. But this cover makes it look like they know nothing. It makes it look like they just don't know what they're doing anymore. In fact, it looks like they're trying to fill out their bingo book. They've got these crosses on everything saying how shit the company and the game is. And the one thing that they're missing was player faces. And they just went, bingo, we got it. Our game is shit. Look at our bingo card. So I'm just going to show you the ultimate cover, and I'm going to show you some of the characters I personally love from this cover, and just show you just how ultimate the cover really is from EA. So let's start off with this guy. People made a lot of jokes about Lukaku. So one of the jokes that was going around is him being called Lukaku because of his weight and how he just didn't look like the footballer he used to be. Well, let me introduce you to Sakaka. He literally looks nothing like him. Apart from the skin color and maybe the hair, I'd be hard-pressed to even call this Saka. I don't even know why it doesn't look like him. He's one of the big players in the Premier League. Usually the bigger players tend to get really good facial scans and tend to look really much like their own players. I don't know why they did Saka dirty, especially how good of a season he had. He looks awful here. Next up, we have Ronaldinho, and you think a legend of the game would get the special treatment, and boy, did he get a very special treatment. He looks so uncomfortable here. He looks like he's still in prison, and some of the prisoners before the shoot just decided to play some keepy uppies with his balls. He just looks like he doesn't want to be there. Looks super uncomfortable and just like completely misplaced. And finally, my personal favorite. Whoever the fuck this is. I'm not very much into women's football. I'm assuming this is a woman's football player. And I don't know what they did here. It literally looks like they've tried to merge two player models. And it just looks like an absolute monstrosity. I genuinely don't know what they tried to achieve here. And I'm just going to say here, from all of these that I'm pointing out, the one that kind of caught my eye was actually Son, because of how good he looks. He kind of looks like a picture. I don't think he looks like a player model. There's a very good chance he could be a picture. I haven't zoomed in on him very well. But he's the one good one. And to say that he's the one that stands out really says a lot about this ultimate cover. Anyway, overall, am I going to get the game? Fuck no. I do not feel like getting my credit card deep-throated by EA, and I don't feel like getting deep-throated by EA either. I think I've spent enough money from EA. The only way that I'm going to get the game again is if they release some really good features for career mode. I feel like career mode is the only good mode that they've got left. I still enjoy Ultimate Team from time to time, but Ultimate Team literally seems like it's focused on money and trying to get microtransactions and stuff like that, which basically just means that career mode just is never going to get the attention, because why would they? They literally look at, you want career mode to get better, but does it give us money? Oh, well, fuck you then. That's basically what EA would say to you. It doesn't make them any form of money. If they introduce microtransactions into career mode, sorry, maybe they would then focus on it, but then it wouldn't make a career mode, because it would just be a completely different thing. You don't have to put your own money into making your own player good or have these cool cosmetics or something. So I just don't think they'd ever do it. I just think the way that it's going is very bad. I hope that this change in name, this from FIFA 24 to EA 24, I hope it then brings more competition. I feel like more players in the game. Hopefully PES kind of like recovers from the bad year that they've had, and any other companies that want to do football games will come into it, because I feel like that's the one thing going for EA, is that they don't have any competition. They're literally the front runners in football games, and that's the reason why they're so lax, and that's the reason why they fuck you and me. And yeah, quite frankly, I just don't like it. I would like some more players in the game. But yeah, I'm just not going to get the game this year. I feel like it's just another big fuck you by EA. And this ultimate cover, which is literally the easiest thing to do, just means that, or tells me that they've not put any love, care, or time into the game, considering they couldn't even do it at the one thing that you need, the selling point for the game, the cover, the easiest thing. If you can't do a cover, how are you going to do a whole game? How are you going to do the mechanics? How are you going to do the player animations? How are you going to... I have no faith in the game. So there's a very good chance I'm not going to get the game. I got the game this year as a present from someone, and I still feel cheated off of it. And I'm pretty sure that present was on sale, and I feel like I've been scammed. I feel like my own money's been scammed, even though it was a present. So I don't know. I feel like EA and FIFA in general has just gone down the shitter, and it's just not the game for me. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to talk about this because the ultimate cover just made me chuckle a bit. But yeah, see you guys in a bit.